Good afternoon, Stage 1 parents. Hopefully by now you watched the main video that was on the front page of the website. The idea of the main video was to outline really the whole school considerations, and most of those apply to Stage 1. There's not a great deal of difference. The one thing I would like to really point out is that in the morning, while traditionally, we've been really enjoying each other's company and it's been great to have a personal handover from parent to teacher, that's not going to happen in the same way, and the students will be expected to enter the school either on their own with staff support, which we will be organising, or if they've got older brothers and sisters, they can enter as a family group. And we're asking the older kids to give us a bit of a hand in dropping the younger ones off at class. The morning will be a wet weather type arrangement, so they will go, in fact, straight to their classroom. Each day of the week, we're planning on about 10 students per grade, and if all goes well and our maths is right, that will work out okay, and they'll be taught by one of the grade teachers. So it may be that all year ones will be together, and on one day Miss Ray might be teaching them, the next day maybe Miss Carroll, and then it might be Miss Kelly the day after. So we'll have an arrangement around that. We're lucky in Stage 1 in that we do have all of our teachers returning to school, so no one is on a 5-day-a-week remote work arrangement anymore, but everyone is on a part work arrangement. So on a given day, half the teachers will be here, half will be at home, and the teachers who are at home engaged in that remote learning, that's to support the take-home packs, the telephone calls home, and to make sure that we have a good degree of quality of both what is happening on site and what's happening remotely. Now, the remote work packs, hopefully they've been valuable for you and they've helped guide learning. They certainly have been very reflective of what would have happened here at school. In any case, the change next week is that instead of having a work pack start on a Monday and run through to Friday like the real world does, we're changing around to day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And day 1 for a Stage 1 student's work pack is whatever day they come to school. So, for instance, Wednesday is your child's school day next week. That's day 1 in the work pack, and we all do that at school together. It helps us to keep the learning on track between what's going on at home and what's going on at school here for us, and to have a degree of equity and stability, which is obviously one of our big goals. It does mean for you that you don't have to think too much about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday, except for the day that the kids got to come. It is important, however, that on their come to school day, they do bring back the old work pack so that we can do that exchange. That's a really important thing to remember. When they do come to school, as well as the drop-off arrangement, don't forget that the canteen is operating in a different way. So the canteen will be open, but there won't be any over-the-counter sales for either parents or for students, which means that all ordering is pre-ordering. So option A, which is probably the best option, is to download the app and to just simply order via your phone, and then the order will magically arrive in your child's classroom. The other option is that the kids can bring in a paper bag with money in it, and we'll have a couple of boxes that money can go into, and we'll talk to the kids about how we're going to take care of that, and the lunch order will arrive in the classroom as normal. The other point to remember is it would be best if you could send along a drink bottle for the kids, and the kids can refill that throughout the day without any problems from our taps, but we're trying to limit the use of the sort of bubblers as much as possible. So that will set up the general day for the Stage 1 kids. The big difference for Stage 1 is going to come to the afternoon arrangement. So any Stage 1 student who has a sibling will leave the school with their sibling, but they will have to leave either through the Bougainville gate or through the Copeland gate. We're going to reserve the Mariana gate for the students in kindergarten year 1 or year 2 who have no siblings, and we will be facilitating the delivery of the students to their parents through that gate, with the idea being that parents of those kids who have got no siblings in years 3, 4, 5, 6 will wait on the painted lines down the footpath. Teachers will come up to the gate. They will have the younger students in family groups. So, if there's brothers and sisters in kindergarten year 1, for instance, we'll stick those kids together and they will go out to their parent, and off they'll go. And by the same token, if you have a child who is in preschool, on those days, we will make sure that all students end up in front of the preschool. And if you watch the preschool video when you get a chance, that will explain the preschool arrangement, which is will support you in that way as well. So Other than that, the rest of the school operation will apply to stage 1 as well. Same as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. The best way is via the telephone or via email. We're trying to avoid face-to-face inquiries over the counter. It creates a little bit too much traffic, and we are going to try to avoid bailing up at the gate and having those conversations like we normally do, because again, that creates another problem for us. But any inquiries, do send it through. If there's something that we've forgotten, we've missed, let us know. What I do know is that we've thought through as many contingencies as we possibly can. It may in fact be that there's something that we need to revise, and we will do that as soon as we can and keep everybody in the loop. But at this stage, we feel that our plan will work, and if it doesn't, we'll come up with a new plan. So for stage 1 students, hopefully I'll see each of you at some stage next week. Have a great weekend.